each have 30 seconds to say a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go to the questions. In order of the ballot, Brett Ligon.
Thank you. My name is Brett Ligon, and I'm running for Montgomery County District Attorney because I believe it's time for a change. After my dad's death, we moved to Montgomery County while I was in 4th grade. I've grown up in this community, and I've been involved in it. My children go to school here. My wife and I were married here at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. My family goes to church here. I'm the only candidate that's been endorsed by the Montgomery County Law Enforcement Association, the Conroe Police Officers Association, and the Houston Police Officers Union. The cornerstones of my office will be professionalism, integrity, and accountability.
Gary F. Beecham.
Good evening. My name is Gary Beecham, and I want to be your district attorney. For the last 5 years, I've been campaigning on the thought that we need new leadership in the district attorney's office. After watching Channel 11 News, it's nice to know they agree with me. We've got a lot of problems with the district attorney's office, and we need to get them solved and resolved quickly. I need your vote and your support. I'm number 2 on the ballot, but with your help, I can be number 1. Please consider me when you vote on March 4th or February 19th. Thank you.
Michael A. McDougall.
I am Mike McDougall. It's been my honor and my privilege to represent you, the citizens of Montgomery County, for the last 12 years. The only objective I have had in that office is to give you an office you can be proud of that serves the end of justice above all else. And I think I've succeeded in that because it seems there are those who covet my job that will do anything to ruin the reputation that I've developed over this county for the last 30 years for service above self. I want you to know one thing. If you don't believe a thing else I say tonight, believe this. I won't back down.
We'll start at this end of the table, and you'll have a minute and a half for each answer. First question. The district attorney is a criminal district attorney in Montgomery County. What is your experience in trying felony and misdemeanor criminal cases?
I started off as an assistant district attorney in Harris County under Johnny Holmes. I was promoted first in my class. I tried a half dozen misdemeanor cases before I ever graduated from law school on what's called a third-year bar card. I tried all sorts of misdemeanors, felonies, and juvenile trial cases. In 1999, I went to the Houston Police Officers Union. I'm responsible for 5,000 HPD officers. The very first case I ever tried, somebody asked me the question the other day, how many first-degree cases I've tried. And in response to that, the very first one I tried was an aggravated robbery. And the last case I tried was here in Montgomery County, and it was a murder case, and I tried it with Gerald Crow. I have extensive trial experience, but beyond that, the district attorney's office is probably not just a trial job. In fact, if you'll compare my trials with either Mr. McDougall's or Gary's, or Mr. Beecham's, what you'll see is that I've tried more cases in the last 12 years than probably both of them combined, just because of the amount of exposure that I've had within Harris County and here in Montgomery County. But the part of the district attorney is a part of leadership. It's part of management. I've managed 30 prosecutors underneath me. I'm responsible for a $2.2 million budget at the Houston Police Officers Union. It also requires vision. Where is Montgomery County going to be in the next 4 years? We have 22,000 new residents coming to Montgomery County every year. And I would like to be the district attorney that leads Montgomery County into the 21st century.
Gary F. Beecham.
Thank you. I've tried misdemeanors, I've tried felonies, I've never tried a capital murder case, and never claimed to have tried a capital murder case. But as everybody knows, the DA's office, the chief DA, doesn't try that many cases. In fact, Mr. McDougall hadn't tried a case probably in the last 6-7 years. What the DA's office needs is some leadership kind of things that need to be instilled in the office and clean up the slush fund, cut out the good old boy politics. And Brett's a very nice man, and I really enjoyed meeting him and enjoyed his time. But I've been a lawyer since he's been 10 years old. I've practiced in not only Texas, but gone to North Dakota, Florida, everywhere. I've tried divorces. I've tried criminal cases. You name it, we've tried it. We've done forfeiture cases, a little bit of everything during my career. I've been a lawyer in Montgomery County for 28 years, kind of thing. Folks that know me like me. Folks that don't know me don't like me. Y'all need to get to meet me, and I'm here tonight. I want y'all to meet me. I'm willing to stay after hours answering the questions y'all have about me, my candidacy, and things. We have some problems with the district attorney's office, regardless of what Mr. McDougall says. Channel 11 News has exposed some of them. I've been saying the same things for the last 6 years up here, trying to get folks to see that we need a leadership change. I'm the leader that can turn the office back around and get us back on board. The DA's office will not be the lead story in the paper anymore, but the cases we're working will be the lead story. I need your vote and support. Thank you very much.
Michael A. McDougall.
In 1971, September, I was licensed to practice law in the state of Texas. In November of 1971, I tried my first case to a jury. It was a murder case. I lost, and I got it reversed on appeal. That was the start of my career. I have since tried probably over 200 cases. I was a defense lawyer in Dallas and Montgomery County for 27 years before I came here and tried to run for district attorney. I was successful. Since that time, I've probably tried 4 capital murder cases, several injury to a child cases, and 3 or 4 DWI cases. We have successful, very good prosecutors in our office. I don't have to try that many now, but I enjoy getting out because that's what I was born to do. That's what I was raised to do. I have a vision for this county, too, and it doesn't include bringing the Harris County District Attorney's Office to Montgomery County.
We'll go to the second question. We'll start at your end, Mr. McDougall, and Mike McDougall, you'll be the first to answer. What is the most important role of the district attorney in a growing county like Montgomery, and why do you fit the bill?
The most important role is to know the people that you're serving, to be open to the people that you're serving, to be accessible to the people you're serving. You can ask almost anybody in this county, from the defense lawyers to the poor children that live in the ghettos and in the Hispanic neighborhoods. Do they have access to me? You bet they do. I get criticized because certain factions in our county seem to think that I'm in somebody's pocket because I let them come into my door. That's not the case at all. We have an outstanding group of people in our office that are serving this county above and beyond the capabilities that they were given when they got here. We have gone to 24-hour intake. I, along with everybody else, does a shift 12 to 8 at Montgomery County Jail. I was the only one to start the mandatory blood tests for people that refused DWI breath tests when they were arrested. I spent New Year's Eve 2007 in the jail. I spent St. Patrick's Day 2007 in the jail. I spent July 4th in the jail. I spent Labor Day 2007 in the jail. I spent this last New Year's Eve in the jail issuing warrants based on what we gave the judges to sign those warrants to get mandatory blood tests for DWI people that were arrested. So I have got the ability, I've got the want, I've got the desire to lead you. Thank you.
Gary F. Beecham.
One of the things we need to do is mend the fences with law enforcement. One of the problems we have are cases that are just sitting in the DA's intake office and not getting processed. The excuse has been given is we're not getting the offense reports from the police officers. We have DA investigators. We can solve the holes in any case file that's been presented to us. We need to get the cases moved through the office in a quick and an efficient manner, and we need to implement some very good systems to keep it up and running once we get the backlog taken care of. The quicker we can get folks to justice, the quicker we can get punishment meted out to them, and they'll quit coming up here and treat Montgomery County like it's a playground in DWI driving. If you elect me, your district attorney, anybody that's arrested for DWI and gets a conviction, whether it's by trial or by plea bargain, they're going to spend some time behind bars. I don't believe giving them credit for the time they got out on bail and stuff like that. They need to be sitting 3 to 10 days in jail for every first offense DWI. When you're a child and you steal that first cookie and mama comes in and disciplines you about it, you don't take any more cookies. These folks are coming up here driving, and even our own residents driving like it's their own free world. We need to put a stop to this and get these cases moving through the DA's office. I'm not sure a Harris County intake system is the best one to handle, but it was started in 1976 by Johnny Holmes. It's been working for them. We should at least take a look at it and try it up here for a while. I need your vote and support. Put me in the office, and you'll see a complete change at that office and in the demeanor of the law enforcement toward that office. Thank you very much.
Brett Ligon.
Thank you. Well, obviously, I think one thing that's required to be the DA is to be thick-skinned. Secondly, you need a good sense of humor. The trials and tribulations of being a trial attorney are stressful enough. To be the district attorney over cases that literally life is in balance. Requires a lot of attention, requires a lot of detail, and a lot of maturity. And just to address a point that Mr. Beecham made, he's been a lawyer since I've been 10, but I've been arguing with people since I was 10 years old. I believe that Montgomery County needs a leader that has a future, that has a vision of what the future can be. The only candidate with large law firm experience. Harris County handles 80,000 misdemeanor cases in a year and disposes of 75% of those cases in the first 90 days. Now, when you compare that to Montgomery County, it's just the opposite. In the first 90 days, those cases, only 24% of them have been disposed. So you address that issue. How do we get these cases handled quicker without trampling upon somebody's civil rights? Well, you look at a 24-hour intake system. Then secondly, an issue that's been addressed is I believe that the prosecutors should not be allowed to have outside employment. I have angered a few, and I apologize, but I've said you're going to work 40 hours for the county, and you're not going to continue to seek your own private largesse by doing outside employment. It has to stop. I'd like to have a professional development program within the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office. Take that money that we're spending on continuing legal education and devote it to the infrastructure. Let's get computers in the courtroom.
Gentlemen, thank you.